Investigators have been meeting Christian Horner today after allegations of inappropriate behaviour were made against the team principal. For more on this, our Formula 1 reporter Craig Slater is alongside me. Just give us a sense, Craig, of what's been happening today. It's been a long day for that man.
Yes, it has. It's finished, I can tell you that, within the last few minutes. Christian Horner's interview with the investigator into this, what is, I suppose, it's a claim of inappropriate behaviour ultimately in the workplace. Christian Horner is accused by a female member of Red Bull staff of controlling and coercive behaviour. Red Bull, the head office in Salzburg, employed an independent barrister to investigate this, and he has had his first interview with Christian Horner today. It's lasted the best part of 8 hours, if you factor in the break for lunch, but it has just finished within the last few minutes. No resolution to this matter, which I wasn't expecting today. My understanding is this will be quite a long process still. Christian Horner continues to maintain his innocence in all of this and wants to clear his name. And my understanding is this will operate to the timescale which the investigator sets, not to a Formula 1 timescale. So it means there's every likelihood it could still be ongoing, this process, even as Red Bull are launching their car next Thursday, which is the 15th of February. Could even still be ongoing as we enter Formula 1 pre-season testing in Bahrain on the 20th of this month. And who knows, it might even carry on towards the first Grand Prix of the season on the 2nd of March, which is awkward for the team, but paramount in all of this is that there is fairness to the parties involved, and that's why they employed this independent investigator in the first place.
This in itself, obviously, an incredibly serious matter. Would it be fair to say, though, that it's not the only thing that's going on at Red Bull at the moment?
Okay, the backdrop to all of this, certainly if you go online and read the stories concerning this case, is a perceived power struggle between the Milton Keynes base and Salzburg, where Red Bull's head offices are, where the corporate head offices are, and I suppose in individual terms, maybe between Christian Horner and Oliver Mintzlaff, who heads up the whole Red Bull sporting empire. He was formerly the chief executive of RB Leipzig. Now, there's that bubbling away, potentially. Also friction people will talk about between Helmut Marko, who runs the Red Bull driver program, and Horner himself. Now, if that's there, my understanding is it's only the backdrop to all of this. This will not affect the case itself, which will be judged solely on what's gone on between these individuals or hasn't gone on. And what I have to say about this, there's so much speculation about this. I've spoken to people who are normally close insiders to what's going on in this factory or with this team, close associates of Christian Horner. People do not know the details of this case. Plenty of people claim to know online what's gone on here or what's potentially happened. But the fact that so many insiders, people that might know, clearly do not know, and I've made that clear to me, makes me feel that a lot is so much speculation here. So I think we have to guard against presumption in this case, and also any kind of notion that traditional Formula 1 power politics could have a bearing on this. People are talking about Bernie Ecclestone potentially weighing in on his friend Christian Horner's behalf to go and convince the Thai co-owners of the Red Bull drinks brand to try and help Horner in this position. There's talk that the fact that the relationship between the top designer Adrian Newey at Red Bull and Horner has cooled somewhat over previous months somehow leaves Horner more vulnerable than he would otherwise be. People close to this situation are telling me today it's 2024, not 1984. That's an old school kind of attitude to have to all of this. This will ultimately be decided by this independent investigator. Both parties will get a fair hearing, and we'll have to wait on the due process unfolding before we get to that resolution, which could still be weeks away. Let's see, they're going to do it as quickly as they can, but it will take as long as it takes.